These days, everyone wants to call themselves a Sigma. It's become a trendy label, a way for people to feel unique or above the crowd. But here's the truth. Being a real Sigma isn't about slapping on a title or following some online checklist. It's not an act you put on. It's who you naturally are. True Sigma traits can't be faked. They come from deep-rooted independence and self-awareness, not from trying to fit into a mold. As Dr. Robert Greene, an expert in human behavior, puts it, "What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say." In other words, actions reveal the truth, no matter what someone claims. So, do you really think you're a Sigma male? Let's strip away the myths and get real. The difference between authentic Sigma traits and those just pretending is crystal clear if you know what to look for. But before we break it down, remember, this isn't about calling people out or shaming anyone. It's about separating reality from internet fiction. Because while many are eager to wear the Sigma badge, few actually embody what it means. Here are 5 signs that prove you might not be as Sigma as you think. Number 1. You secretly hate when others succeed. Success has a strange way of making some people uncomfortable, not just envious, but genuinely upset when someone else accomplishes something great. These days, countless people slap the Sigma male label on themselves, thinking that a few independent traits set them apart. But nothing exposes their true nature more than how they react to other people's wins. Success is a mirror, and not everyone likes what it reflects. For those pretending to be Sigma, someone else's achievement doesn't inspire, it unsettles. Instead of seeing proof that growth is possible, they feel threatened. Instead of learning from success, they pick it apart, trying to find flaws. Ask yourself, when a colleague gets a promotion, is your first instinct to discredit them? Do you tell yourself they got lucky, knew the right people, or didn't really earn it? That's not a Sigma mindset, that's insecurity disguised as critique. This reaction comes from a scarcity mindset, the false belief that success is a limited resource, that someone else's win somehow reduces your own chances. A true Sigma knows better. He understands that success isn't a pie with a limited number of slices. It's an ever-expanding field of opportunity. The only person he competes with is himself. Pay attention to your own words. Do you struggle to give a genuine compliment without adding a backhanded remark? "Nice job, but" has become your go-to phrase, and no matter how carefully you craft it, your jealousy always seeps through. The biggest giveaway? You spend more time dissecting other people's achievements than working on your own. Every moment wasted in comparison is a moment stolen from your own progress. A true Sigma isn't worried about who's winning. He's too busy building. If you secretly resent others' success, it's time to be honest with yourself. Number 2. You can't see past your ego. A true Sigma male stands out, not because he seeks validation, but because he doesn't need it. If you constantly feel the urge to prove yourself, you're missing the point. Think about how you react to criticism. Do you get defensive? Do you obsess over proving someone wrong? Do their words linger in your mind for days? That's your ego talking, and it's a clear sign you're not as Sigma as you think. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." A real Sigma male doesn't let outside opinions define him. He doesn't ignore feedback, but he also doesn't let it shake his foundation. When someone points out a flaw, he asks himself, "Is this true? Can I learn from it?" rather than reacting with offense. Pay attention to how you feel when others succeed. Do you downplay their achievements or feel the need to mention your own? That's your ego creeping in. A true Sigma male doesn't feel threatened by someone else's success. He respects it. He knows his value isn't diminished by another person's accomplishments. Can you admit when you're wrong? Can you learn from someone you dislike? Can you step back and let others have the spotlight without discomfort? If any of these feel difficult, your ego might be in control. True confidence doesn't come from winning arguments or proving intelligence, it comes from within. If you have to keep telling people you're Sigma, chances are you're not. Number 3. You never know when to keep your mouth shut. Ancient philosopher Epictetus once said, "At best, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom is lost on fake Sigma males who feel an uncontrollable urge to fill every silence with their voice. Pay close attention in group conversations. Wannabe Sigmas can't resist commenting on everything. They have an opinion on every topic, even the ones they know nothing about, throwing out half-baked takes just to make themselves heard. A real Sigma male understands the power of selective speech. He doesn't speak just for the sake of it, he speaks when his words add real value. Psychologist Dr. Sarah Mitchell notes that people who constantly talk often do so out of insecurity. They use their words as a way to prove their worth, to establish a presence, to make sure they aren't overlooked. This is the exact opposite of what a true Sigma male does. You'll see this play out in conflicts or heated discussions. Fake Sigmas can't help but jump in, even when the issue has nothing to do with them. They offer unsolicited advice, take sides, or reveal private information just to seem important. They confuse being loud with being influential. In contrast, real Sigmas know that silence can be more powerful than words. They understand that talking too much weakens their message, over-explaining makes them seem uncertain, and some thoughts are best kept to themselves. Number 4. You act without thinking, then blame others. You think you're a Sigma male because you follow your instincts and refuse to let anyone control you. You take pride in being spontaneous, in rejecting rules and conventions. But here's what you're missing. There's a huge difference between thinking independently and acting recklessly. Sure, you make quick decisions, dive into situations without hesitation, and sometimes things work out. That just reinforces your belief that you're in control. But what happens when things go wrong? Suddenly, it's your boss's fault for not being clear, your friend's fault for not warning you, or society's fault for being unfair. Sun Tzu once said, "The wise warrior avoids the battle." Real Sigma males aren't impulsive. They're strategic. True independence comes from careful thought, not reckless action. They take responsibility for their choices because they made them deliberately, not in the heat of the moment. Think about your last few mistakes. Did you fully own them, or did you shift the blame? Did you weigh the consequences before acting, or did you just charge ahead and hope for the best? Being independent isn't about rejecting the crowd just for the sake of it. It's about thinking for yourself before you act. If you can't take full responsibility for your decisions, you're not displaying strength. You're showing immaturity. The hardest truth to accept? Real Sigmas don't need to justify their mistakes or find someone else to blame. True freedom means accepting both the choices you make and the consequences that come with them. Number 5. You always talk too much and regret it later. You pride yourself on being selective about who you let in. You keep your guard up around strangers and stay quiet when you sense fake energy. You like to think your judgment is sharp, that your instincts rarely fail you. And for the most part, you're right. But here's where you slip. The moment someone seems to truly understand you, your defenses drop completely. A few shared perspectives, a bit of mirroring, and suddenly, you're revealing your deepest thoughts, your plans, your past, things that should take time to earn. A true Sigma male, however, doesn't just have one barrier. He has layers. Trust isn't granted in a single moment of connection. It's tested over time. As Robert Greene warns in The Laws of Human Nature, people reveal their true selves through actions, not words. Yet, you find yourself opening up too fast, mistaking familiarity for reliability. Then later on, you replay conversations in your head, wishing you had held back. That nagging thought creeps in. Why did I say that? You justify it as being real, as valuing authenticity. And while that's not a bad thing, true wisdom lies in knowing when to share and with whom. Every word you speak, every detail you give, is more than just conversation. It's a glimpse into your world. And not everyone deserves that access. Real trust isn't about a single deep conversation. It's about consistency, patience, and proof over time. A true Sigma understands this. It's not about shutting people out. It's about knowing who's truly earned their way in. That's all for this video. We hope you have found this video informative and interesting. Do you identify with any of these traits? Which sign resonated with you the most, and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching our video.